Hello, this is drawing 3. This is our screen printing project. So in this one, we go to the next level. Again, because in drawing 1, you had a relief print that you had like a 6 by 12 piece of linoleum. Drew your design out, carved it, and then you learned about registration, where you were able to kind of line them up perfectly, so you can do multiple colors on top of each other to get to about 3 layers. And then in drawing 2, you learned about the dry point technique for printmaking, or if you had a piece of metal, it'd be called etching, because in that one, again, you use some kind of a material, a liquid that hardens. You scratch that off, expose the copper underneath, and you use a nitric acid to burn into that, so your ink sits inside of it. Dry point's the same way, but you're scratching into plastic. The ink still sits into it. You get your paper wet, you pull a print from that. Screen printing is probably the most, by far, the printmaking technique that is used the most, because every shirt, even no, this one's embroidered, so it's got that. But any kind of a graphic on a shirt was screen printed. So you can think of all the T-shirts that are out there, that have those kind of things. Even coffee mugs. I got this Norwax coffee mug right here. There's a very good chance that this was printed on by a screen printing technique for that to go on. It's not, unless it's a sticker, that they put on there. Even I question, stickers might be printed, but if you can tell that it's not a sticker, more than likely that was printed. So it is a very heavily used technique in the art world. So we're going to do a pretty rudimentary way of doing screen printing. But if you like it, if you like the idea of how to work with multiple colors, how you can stack them or arrange them, how you enjoy how to work with images and text, that's called graphic design. And I would highly encourage you that if you have the talent with it and the heart, that you could get a job in doing something that you might really love. Even in town here, we have graphic designers that work with those kinds of things with text and images, and then you learn the computer programs and for that and screen printing and the processes. So if that sounds interesting, there's definitely a path that you can make money off of that. So on this one, you're going to create a 3-color screen print with 3 successful prints, right? Incorporate a text to show the power in focusing your artwork. So what that is about is that this is more of a graphic design project where you want to come up with an image and then come up with a text, or a series of texts that relate with it, or just have some kind of a powerful statement, whether it is, like a political one. And if it's, some things like that I can't put out in the hallway anymore. If it's something to deal with, community health or some sort of activism, if you are really into the Greenpeace, if you believe everybody should go and take on the sport of golfing, or you feel like golf is not a sport, whatever works, on that. But it has to have an image, and it has to have at least one word. You don't want to have a bunch of words because you will have to hand cut these out. However, one of our teachers does have a Cricut, and you'll see right here, there's a video here, how to screen print multiple colors with Cricut. Our goal, my goal, is to eventually have one in class because they are amazing. And what it is, and I already talked to the teacher, and she said she'd be willing to help you out with it. It's where there's a machine that will cut out the stencils for you, so you don't have to use one of these guys and try to hand cut everything. So kind of the goal, really, honestly, is for us not to use this, okay? Because we have the technology in this building for you to do this digitally. So then when we pull it, then we would make the project. As of right now, this is still kind of a relatively new project. My goal is for you to actually print on a T-shirt and be able to kind of go that route, and then heat set it, and then have something that you could actually wear. So if you are really interested in helping me pioneer that, let me know, so we can kind of go that route. So I want to try to move away from the paper part for this project and put it on fabric, but I'm still kind of new at that myself. So um, so watch these two videos. You'll be doing that once. You're also going to watch the cut paper stencil method, because that is our traditional way of doing it, and not the Cricut. Otherwise, basic directions says make original image with 3 colors. So the top 2 are the ones that fit the project. The bottom 2 are not, because there's no word in it, but they are still kind of a screen print design that you could do. Originality. It kind of gets back to, again, what direction you want to go with your art. Are you pursuing a possible career in art, or you just enjoy doing it? If you just enjoy doing it, you can, get on internet and try to find some things you can copy. But I want you to at least come up with a different set of words, or something, or, try to make it your own, in some form or fashion. Just don't find something and just copy it straight out. Okay. Especially with it being digital, it should be a lot easier, do that. And I want you to not suffer, but I want you to go through the design process a little bit more instead of just copying something. So I hope you understand. Otherwise, you're going to submit, 3 ideas. Take only your best idea. I think this is in the directions, as I want you to tell me about your colors. Okay. So I understand what your thought is, because you have 3 colors plus the color of the paper or the shirt, that we're doing, is a part of it, kind of thing. So you can kind of figure out how you want to do that. Stay away from extreme detail with this, because you are going to be cutting this out either manually or with that Cricut. And you want to stay away from real thin lines, because your paper is a stencil. And you're going to be, you'll watch the video, but they're going to be putting it on the screen, passing the ink through there, and the stencil stops the ink from getting onto your paper or your fabric. And if you have really thin lines, it has a tendency to go under those lines pretty quick. So other than that, you're going to be doing 3 colors. We'll have to teach you how to register that. Clear meaning is portrayed, 5 points or 10% of your grade. Quality registration, which means 3 solid prints, 3 solid colors. If this is still kind of a new project and we're having a hard time with it, again, you just kind of bypass that part of the grade and you can still get an A on it. Successful original design with words and images, so try to be as original as you can with it. Other than that, I think that's all we're going to chat about. So shoot me an email if you have any questions, and good luck on the project.